It's week 1 of the 2024 season as we see a team who left LA take on a team who came back home. It's the Raiders and the Chargers next on EA Sports.
It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season, and these two squads, they're going to do just that in a moment.
And what makes it so exciting is the range of possibilities these teams have before them, because we could be seeing one of these teams earn the Lombardi Trophy in February, while the other, they could earn the #1 draft pick in April, or anything in between.
The ball on the tee, we're set for football, and we are underway here in Los Angeles. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
And you know how scouts always talk about checking all the boxes? I think this young man does exactly that when you're looking for an NFL quarterback. Proven leader. Teams went 43-6 while he was in college. Has speed, dual threat ability, and production off the charts while he was in school, and also did a nice job of limiting turnovers. When you put it all together, there's a lot to be excited about for this young quarterback.
17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
That'll give them 8 that time. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Ritter back to throw. It's complete. Abdullah. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 36. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Not the graphic that this fan base wants to see week 1, Charles. They were hoping to see key acquisitions, some bright spots. Instead, we're talking about injuries, preseason injuries that have guys missing here in this one.
And even in today's football, where everyone does their best to try and have their starters ready for week 1, guys still have to practice. They still have to train, and injuries do crop up. You're exactly right about that, though, Brandon. None of the people supporting this team want to see that graphic on the screen at the start of this game.
And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. And he gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Madison. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And the Chargers are going to get the football back at their own 17. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
The Chargers coming out to take over, and it is Justin Herbert at quarterback, CD, now in his 5th NFL campaign.
And he's looking to bounce back after an injury-riddled season a year ago. Herbert, obviously one of the most talented quarterbacks in the league, but that doesn't do you any good when you're standing on the sidelines wearing a baseball cap. If this team's ever going to reach their full potential, they've got to find a way to keep him upright. And with his new head coach, Jim Harbaugh, in the fold, they'll do exactly that. They'll have a chance to win a lot of games with Justin Herbert on the field.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Dobbins. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. So much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here that if you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Going to begin the drive here with Madison. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Ritter now. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Here's Ritter. And that will be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Back deep for L.A. is Darius Davis. Wiggles free. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Dances by at the 20. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. From the 21, here's a 2nd and 4. Now it's Herbert. Open man right side. That's McConkey. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
If there's ever anyone born to be an efficient slot receiver, this lad McConkey gets in and out of breaks so well and creates excellent separation. And then after the catch, knows how to turn upfield and gain additional yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First carry now for Gus Edwards. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 43. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Short throw to Dissly. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Raiders' 27-yard line.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Now this one finds McConkey. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Again, Herbert to the left side. He's got McConkey. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Herbert now. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
Cameron Dicker for the Chargers field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take.
And Abdullah lost the football.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
Ritter. Tucker hauls it in over the middle.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Ritter will set up to throw it. They'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. Down the left sideline.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Brock Bowers
with his first career touchdown in his first career game.
And the Raiders have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or 2 today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or 2? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Charger football to start quarter number 2. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and a yard. A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
That's complete to Dissly, the tight end. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
A give for Edwards, running right. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Short throw to Dissly, and he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Second down at 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 18. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Dobbins.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Here's Herbert. And he rifles one incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Raiders offense ready to go.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown. And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it. Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Now here's the first carry for Amir Abdullah. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Ritter now looking to throw it this time. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. But backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Back to throw, Ritter. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday I press it a little bit. This might be the case. What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a 1st down as he stopped at the 48. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Vegas. And even 40 yards. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the 1st half.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Ritter has it knocked down. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that 6th sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Short throw to Dissly. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Here's Herbert. His throw incomplete.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Herbert. Right side, he has Johnston. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Ridder to throw it. For Marshall, that's complete. And he will cover up as he's touched down after a short gain. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 6. Looking to throw it here. Ridder. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Ridder now. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Ridder. Short throw caught by Bowers. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Now a 2nd and 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
So many times we've seen him trying to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where you see the final score there. Lamar Jackson, a touchdown pass in the victory. From there, we head to Hard Rock Stadium to check on the Dolphins at home in Miami. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. Tua Tagovailoa, a touchdown pass in the victory. This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan. Just a one-point game here at halftime. This has been as much fun as you could hope for with both these teams in it to win it.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away. Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage. Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
The game of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
Now it's Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. A give, Dobbins trying the right side. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. To the right side and intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
I don't think there's any other way to put it, but that was just simply deflating because you know they came out ready to go at halftime, right? Everyone motivating each other, wanting to get out there and get going. And that turnover absolutely saps your momentum. Now you're just shouting encouragement to your defense, hoping they can pick you up and give you another chance.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Ridder from the gun on 3rd down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Deion Henley coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the 3rd quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. Sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said. If they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Davis now to return it. Upon a 46, a return of 5. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers ready to take over. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
He's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Forced out to his left. Oh, he shifts past him. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
Has not been a big game for him throwing the football. I think he feels like, let's try something different. Let's use the legs here and see if we can make some plays.
And no passing touchdowns, yardage not where he would like it. Try something new, it worked there. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. From the 46, here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Edwards. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Open man, it's Palmer. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. From the 31, here's a 2nd down and 9. Herbert now. That one completes to McConkey. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 18. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Ladd McConkey with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chargers have taken the lead here this 3rd quarter. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Raiders offense and Desmond Ridder headed back onto the field. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets. And it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive with Abdullah. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They go with Abdullah again. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Ridder back to throw. Short throw caught by Bowers. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 2nd down. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Ridder. A dump off for Abdullah. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And the Raiders have got him. The linebacker Robert Spillane making a big play.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and forever. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
That's into the hands of his tight end, Bowers. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 more on that one and another first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll go Madison up the middle, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Another carry now for Madison. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Ridder will set up to throw it. Oh, this is intercepted. They get Ridder for the 3rd time. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And the Chargers will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now this one finds McConkey. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 17-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's Madison running on 1st down. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On the handoff, it's Madison. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Brock Bowers making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. And we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth, all tied 4th quarter as the kick is away here. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29. There's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Here's Herbert. Short throw underneath to Hurst. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
An option handoff here to Dobbins, down to about the 45. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that, where he correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's Herbert. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Dobbins. Touchdown, Chargers. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Raiders offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. That's to the left sideline and incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Deion Henry in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
This has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. Here now, 3rd down. Ritter. Short throw caught by Bowers.
They got the completion. Now, they probably had 2 plays called in the huddle, so they've got to get to the line of scrimmage, get set, and run their 4th down play.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
4th down. Big play. Here's Ritter. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. L.A. readies plays for its next possession. And now following the desperation turnover on downs, they're set up with a 1st and goal to go. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Len McConkey making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown of his NFL debut. And the Chargers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Short throw caught by Bowers. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Now Ritter. That's to Bowers once again. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Ritter looks to throw it. Under pressure, and down he goes. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Here's Ritter. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Working from the gun, Ritter. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Myers. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Boy, this crowd is on pins and needles now because anytime you see the ball heading for the end zone, you really hold your breath, and they come out of their seats. That one falls incomplete.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
And it will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Chargers, they begin the new year 1-0 as they come out victorious here. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL.